I quit social media marketing. And in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly what it is that I quit and why you as an agency owner should really copy me and implement this same thing into your own agency. Now guys, as always, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We just crossed the 2,000 subscriber mark. So first things first, thank you so much for that. And make sure, as I say, you do go ahead and subscribe because we are posting every other day on this channel, ridiculously valuable content, completely free, all around how to start and grow your own e-commerce social media marketing agency to six and multi-six figures. Now guys, as I say, I quit. Now what I quit specifically is the typical model of social media marketing. Let me tell you a story. I get asked all of the time, what do I do? What do you do, Kai? You know, people see me driving in my like Audi and whatnot, and I'm really not a big flexer or anything like that. I don't really care about that. If I personally want something, I'll get it. I won't buy whatever that is to show off to other people. I buy it because I want it, right? I've got a Rolex and I'm obsessed with watches. That's why I bought it. I've got an Audi A5, which is nothing crazy, but it's not too bad at, you know, buying that at 18 years old. And I bought it for me. But those, you know, those kind of materialistic things that I've got spawn questions in people. They're like, what do you do? You're 18, like, or I'm 19 now, just turned, but like, what do you do? And every single time I get asked that question, I say the same thing. I never, ever, ever say that I own a social media marketing agency. I say that I own an online marketing agency. Now, before you click out of this video, I know you're probably thinking, what is this guy on? He's talking absolute rubbish. It's the same thing. But here's the thing, dropshipping, if you've got a typical dropshipping brand and somebody asks you, what do you do? And you say dropshipping, that gives off a different vibe than it does if you was to say I own an e-commerce brand. And it's the same thing with social media marketing. Social media marketing or an online marketing agency is two different things in full transparency. And the reason I'm saying I quit social media marketing, I quit SMMA, is because I quit that just whole idea that's just pushed so much on the internet these days, which is to make a quick buck, right? You know, start your own social media marketing agency, sign a $5,000 client, and then, you know, palm that work off, just give it to like a freelancer and just let them, you know, give it to a freelancer for like 1,000, you profit the 4,000. That's not what I do anymore. I'm so past that point, and this is what I mean when I say you guys should copy me. You should really start looking at your social media marketing agency, right? Just take that word out of your vocabulary. Start calling it an online marketing agency. Start looking at your SMMA, your online marketing agency, as a real business, because that's what's going to make you build something substantial over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Now look, this video is probably gonna harm me in certain ways because it's not the most pretty thing in the world. You know, I'm not selling you something here, trying to say like, look, buy my program because, you know, you'll be able to sign your first client in like the first day and then you'll be at like 7 figures in like your second week. I'm not saying that because it's not realistic, right? What we're doing is we're building real, legit businesses that are working with real 6, 7, and 8 figure brands, e-commerce brands as our client, and we're genuinely scaling them to unseen heights. I'm really going back to the whole point of this video. That's what I quit. I quit that whole quick book online. I quit that whole idea of just like make some money and then like that's it. You know, when you start building your agency, you need to have the mindset that first things first, you're building a real business. Second thing, you're building a real team, like a genuine team, right? Surrounding your business that's genuinely helping these clients, because that's how you're gonna scale. That's how you're gonna grow. That's how you're gonna get to like 6 figures a month. That's how you're gonna get to 7 figures a year, which is 80,000 a month, right? You won't get there by this freelance model that you've got in your head. You won't get there from this typical like, you know, just this make money online idea. And look, this isn't me like dampening the business model of social media marketing. It's just a mindset that I see so many people have nowadays. You know, I get comments on my YouTube channel, on this channel, of people saying like, you know, in the comment section saying that like, oh, they've sent like 10 outreach emails, why haven't they got like 3 clients? I just thought I'd need to make a video around it because it just doesn't work like that. And as I say, if you're about to join or if you're about to, you know, start the process of building your agency, don't think that you shouldn't start, because you should, and it is the best business model there is. Like, I love the agency business model. Just don't start with the mindset that you're going to get a client in your first day or you're getting a client in your, you know, second week, because it's just not gonna work like that, okay? Yes, you do have the, you know, the one-off people on YouTube who are flexing, you know, 10K in their first week and whatnot, and that's amazing, but it's just not common, right? Because at the end of the day, again, we are building real businesses. That's what we're doing here. We're building a real business. A great book is a book called The Lean Startup, right? And basically in that book, it goes through the process of building a startup. And it's got no correlation to building an online marketing agency, I'll tell you that right now. But what it does is it shows you the reality of what it's like to build a real business. And I can guarantee you that all startups, right? I know we're not building startups, but we are building a real business. And I can promise you that all startups are not successful in their first 1 to 2 years. So what makes you think that you should be successful after sending one outreach email? I mean, you're building a real business. It's a different, obviously it's a different business model, but it's still a real business. And so, as I say, if you're about to start your own agency, if you're about to launch, about to take that next step, about to conduct outreach and whatnot, again, I'm not dampening the business model. I absolutely love it. I'm not quitting SMMA, it was just for the title, but just go into it with a different mindset. Go into it knowing that you're going to now be building this over the course of the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So if you don't get a client in the first month, don't worry, it's fine. No matter what all these other YouTube gurus tell you and whatnot. I mean, yeah, they may have made 10K in their first week. That's amazing. I'm not taking anything away from them. I'm just saying that it's just not gonna happen, okay? That's basically, it's just not going to happen. It's going to take time. And what you will find is that you'll have this exponential growth, right? Over the first couple of months, you kind of won't feel like you're getting anywhere. You won't feel like you're making any progress, but then all of a sudden over the course of like 2 weeks, 6 months into your journey, for example, you'll sign like 10 clients and you'll be at like 6 figures, multi-6 figures all of a sudden. And that's what happens. But people expect that point to happen like week 1. And it's only because they've been fueled by all these ideas that social media marketing is easy and you'll be able to, as I say, sign your first clients in your first couple of days. And look, it is, but the thing is about SMMA is that it's the easiest, hardest thing you'll ever do, okay? It's the easiest, hardest thing you will ever do, because what you've physically got to do, the physical kind of step-by-step process of scaling an SMMA and all that type of stuff, it's not that complicated. There's no real crazy methods and things you need to think about and implement and whatnot. It's pretty self-explanatory. Because as I say, like really, there's only 3 parts to running a successful agency: client acquisition, client retention, and team building. Client retention being service delivery. They're really the only 3 parts, right? It's not too crazy. And sales as well. But it's hard to scale an agency from 0 to 6 figures, multi-6 figures. So that's what I mean. And as I say, I think this is more of a video for people who are just starting out, or maybe they've just started and not seeing the results they want to see. It's okay. Like you're not going to see crazy results day 1. It's not gonna happen because we're building a real business, and that's what you want your mindset to be. Not this idea that it's like some like freelance thing, you just hire a couple freelancers off Upwork and then you just like palm off all client work to them. No, build a real team, okay? Execute on obviously a legit business model, and what that will do over a long period of time is it will enable you to build a sustainable business for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the line. So guys, I know a bit of an all over the place video. I really didn't have any like, real talking points for this video. That's why I was going a bit back and forth on myself and whatnot, but I hope it just gives you a different perspective. And as I say, if you're starting out, I hope it gives you a different perspective, taking these next steps in your agency, journey and progress. And as I say, it's really gonna help you. Honestly, it's really gonna help you. And that's kind of, I wish I had this at the start when I was starting out, because I had that mindset that I was gonna get, a client like day 2, and it never happened for me until I think it was maybe month 3, month 4 maybe, I can't exactly remember, but around that time. And I thought I was doing something wrong. I was like, why is this not working for me? But I failed to realize the concept that I've discussed in this video. So as I say, I hope it helps you out. And with that being said, make sure you go ahead, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.